Good evening and welcome to 22 News at 5:30. I'm Barry Krieger. We continue to follow breaking news tonight out of Connecticut as we have been all day. More than 24 people are dead tonight after a shooting inside an elementary school. Connecticut State Police Lieutenant Paul Vance told 22 News that Newtown police were called to Sandy Hook Elementary School around 9:30 this morning. That's where the gunman opened fire, killing 26 people, including 20 children and his own mother, who was teaching a class there. We have live team coverage tonight from Connecticut. We begin with 22 News reporter Ryan Walsh, who's standing by live in Newtown.
Hey, let's take a live look over Sandy Hook Elementary School. It's about a mile away from where we're standing at Treadwell Park in Newtown, Connecticut. Police still have a lot of work to do there. 27 people were found dead there today. 20 elementary school students, 6 members of the school staff, teachers, faculty, and then the gunman himself. State police aren't really saying a lot about who that person was, but the Associated Press is reporting it was 20-year-old Adam Lanza, his mother, a teacher at the school. He killed her, a kindergarten teacher. Allegedly, he killed his father in Hoboken, New Jersey earlier today, then drove to Newtown and killed another relative before going to the elementary school. Just a tragic day, Connecticut State Police told 22 News. The shooting was isolated to one section of the school and 2 different rooms. Connecticut State Police rushed in there as soon as they got there because they believe there was still a shooting going on. They have not confirmed whether a shooting was going on at the time when they got into that school. Connecticut Governor Daniel Malloy told 22 News this is a tragic day not only here in Newtown, Connecticut, but for everyone in America.
Earlier today, a tragedy of unspeakable terms played itself out in this community.
Connecticut police are holding Lanza's brother, 24-year-old Ryan Lanza, and questioning him for any involvement. NBC News reports that Adam Lanza, the 20-year-old gunman, came into the school with 2 guns and wearing a bulletproof vest. With me now is 22 News reporter Alicia Rodriguez. Alicia, this small town of Newtown, right near Woodbury, about an hour and 20 minutes from Springfield, got to be completely broken up over this.
Yeah, Ryan, if you think about it, this town is just about as small as you can get. There are less than 2,000 people that live here. So as you can imagine, when word got out that a gunman had opened fire at the elementary school, just about everybody's hearts here sank. Most people right now just too in shock to talk about the incident. Earlier today, there were scenes of students being led out of the elementary school, frightened, in terror, and parents rushing to the school to make sure their children were okay. The ones that were able to find their children spoke out about the horrifying ordeal.
I don't know how he came in, because every time you go in, you have to ring a bell, and they can see you from the office, and they know who you are, and they let you in. So I don't know if it's somebody they knew.
When we were gone doing morning meeting, we heard like shots, and everybody went on the ground, and Miss Martin just closed the door, and we went to the corner.
And obviously, after this tragedy, there will be many questions from parents and non-parents alike across the country about how something like this could have happened. 20 children killed. Those children are elementary school students, so they're between the ages of 5 and 10, something that anyone, parents or non-parents, can just feel heartbroken over. I know a lot of people are hugging their children pretty tight tonight. Reporting live in Newtown, Connecticut, I'm Alicia Rodriguez, 22 News.